Hello galactic family, welcome back, and if you're new to my channel, welcome and thank you for tuning in, you guys. Really quick, I just want to thank everybody that has donated to my channel and has reached out to me and asked me questions or sent me love from the last video that I just uploaded. Also, I want to thank everybody that has ordered a numerology reading from me and the salt baths. I'm sending out the salt baths today, actually. So you guys should be receiving them sometime, probably next week, because today's Thursday and a lot of you guys live on the West Coast. I'm over here on the East Coast. So it's going to take a couple days to get to you guys. So yes, I just want to thank you. And I want to thank you guys for making my house smell so amazing. My house smells like lavender and mint. My hands smell like lavender and mint. But I just wanted to thank all of you guys. You guys are all beautiful and I love you guys. So today I just wanted to kind of do a quick video on how to ground yourself. So I spoke about, the purpose of the ascension process. I have recently put up a few videos of how the ascension affects your nervous system and your whole entire body. And in this audio, I kind of just want to talk to you guys on how to ground yourself, because if you're going through this ascension process, it's going to stir up a lot of whoops, I just dropped my recorder. I don't know if you guys heard that. I don't know what it sounded like. I won't know until I play it back. But I just want you guys to feel comfortable in your skin. And the way to do that is by grounding yourself and embracing this process. Now, in order for me to talk to you guys about grounding, we all have to understand something. We have to understand what we are. We are electrical beings living in an electrical universe, a human conduit. Humans emit this electrical current to affect other living organisms, and other living organisms affect us humans. Have you ever heard of a person say that they feel like, Karen is just draining my energy today? I feel like Karen is just sucking the life force energy out of me. The fact of the matter is that humans can absorb and emit electrical current, which can have more of an effect than you guys will ever imagine, okay? In some cases, it could change the path of one person's day and possibly even your life. We are energy, infinite current of energy. This is where grounding comes in. We need to ground ourselves to protect our energy field from Karen. It's a joke. I have a friend named Karen, and all these memes come through, and they're always about Karen. And I just think it's so funny because I never see any for my name or for anybody else's name but for Karen. So it's a little bit of an inside joke. So Karen, if you're listening, ha 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 ha. So yeah, moving on. Grounding is an act of balancing your spiritual and physical energy by connecting yourself with Gaia, with Mother Earth. Grounding is great for every single human being living on Gaia. Grounding is great for everybody. But knowing how to ground yourself is an important practice for a lot of energy workers out there, a lot of mediums, psychics, and those that are going through this spiritual awakening. You want to know how to ground yourself properly. When I first started developing my psychic gifts, or when I was aware that I even had psychic gifts, because I've always been psychic. I just didn't know it. I just, when you're born a certain way, you don't know you're different until somebody points it out. So I've always been different. I just didn't know I was until somebody, brought it to my attention as I was getting older. And I've shared some of my stories on my channel. But long story short, when I was consciously aware that I was developing my spiritual gifts and going through my awakening consciously, no one taught me about how to ground myself. Nobody taught me how to take care of myself mentally, spiritually, or physically. And nobody told me how important it is to take care of myself mentally and spiritually and physically. Okay? So if you're doing any kind of energy work like I do, like readings, and if you're into psychic development practices, and if you are, experiencing ascension symptoms and have any of these feelings when you do, you need to learn how to ground yourself. If you're feeling lightheaded, tired, drained, disconnected, if you're feeling dazed, if you feel like you're floating, like that floaty, like woo feeling, I call that feeling phasing. That's phasing. But if you're feeling that floaty feeling, you're phasing. If you feel shaky, if you have anxiety, if you feel disoriented, if you're feeling emotional, those are just a few symptoms you may be experiencing. And these are all feelings and sensations that happen when you have excess energy running through your system from doing energy work or psychic work, or if you're going through the awakening. And if you don't have anybody in your life like I didn't to teach you or to talk to you or to give you advice about how to handle it or embrace it or how to properly ground yourself, I'm here for you guys. And that's one of the reasons why I created my YouTube channel, because there's still a lot of people out there that don't have love and support in their lives, as they're going through all of this strange as they're going through all of these strange feelings and experiences, they don't have anybody to turn to. So sometimes when they're experiencing paranormal activity or all of these strange ascension symptoms, and people are telling them that they're crazy, they're going to start to believe that they're crazy, and they're going to start acting like crazy people, or they're going to start becoming very, very depressed. And, that either way, it's not helpful, or it's going to create fear. And that's not good at all. You don't want to lower your vibration. So I'm here to tell you you're not crazy. I'm here to help you, and I'm here to raise your vibration. I'm here to guide you through your ascension, and do it with grace. Do it the healthy way, okay? Knowing how to ground yourself can help relieve a lot of the excess energy to get you back in touch with the earth and, most important, your physical body, because your residence right now is within this avatar, is within this, dense, third dimensional, meat sack. And I'm not supposed to call it a meat sack. I know I did a video way back, and Spirit asked me not to call it a meat sack anymore. It was like something they just asked me not to call it. But I mean, it's a joke. It's a meat sack. But they want me to be more correct with you guys. It's your avatar. It's your temple. It's your vehicle that your spirit is living in and driving and, functioning in while it's on this earth plane. So I want to provide for you guys some tips that will help you ground, because this video is all about how to ground yourself. So one of the things I love to do, and I do this mostly every morning, every day, except for in the winter times. Sometimes in the winter I do this, but for the most part I don't. So I take advantage of going outside and walking barefoot in my yard as much as I can, you know, during these warmer seasons, because once the snow hits, I don't really go outside too much. But I have gone outside for a couple moments barefoot to connect, especially when I felt like I needed to. So go outside, walk barefoot, because the earth maintains a negative electrical potential when you are in direct contact on the ground. So when you go outside, don't wear socks, don't wear shoes, because most of our shoes they have rubber on them, so you're not gonna connect at all with earth if you're wearing your shoes. So go out barefoot. The earth's electrons are conducted to your body. So walking barefoot or sitting or laying down on the surface of the ground or doing some gardening without rubber gloves. Doing some gardening will ground you, bringing you to the same electrical potential as Gaia, as Mother Earth. The second thing you guys can do is get physical. Get physical. Dance. Move your body. Have sex. Intimacy not only brings you close to your partner, but it brings you into the present moment. Physical activities releases endorphins. So dancing, running, walking, these are all really great ways to reconnect with yourself and stay grounded. Exercise as much as you can. Exercise is excellent because you focus and connect with your physical body while expending excess energy all at the same time. Yoga is really great because it centers you on a spiritual and physical level. I do yoga almost every single day. And I say almost because sometimes my mornings are so busy that I just don't have the time. But I try to make time. And that's important. Try to make time for yourself. But I've been practicing for a few years now, and I always thought that yoga was for like vegans, people that live in California, skinny people, flexible people, and that's not true. Okay, those are all stereotypes. That was my ego speaking for me, and that's not true. You could have a bad back. Yoga is great for you if you have a bad back. If you have anxiety, yoga is great for you. You don't have to be skinny. You don't have to be flexible. Yeah, you might be a little stiff, but yoga is going to help you become less stiff. Okay? I've been doing yoga for over 3 years now, and I still cannot do the flying crow. I can't do a lot of the crazy inversions that some of the yogis do, but you know what? It's okay. I'll get there someday. And that's not even the important thing. The important thing is breathing. It's balancing yourself. It's centering me. It's working on my chakras. So yoga is amazing, you guys. So don't let your ego dictate what is good for you and what's not good for you. Okay? Tell your ego to take a seat, pump his brakes, and let your spirit do the talking. Let your spirit guide you. Okay? And if any of you guys are interested in yoga, I practice yoga with Adrienne. I started off with her 30-day yoga camp, and it's amazing. I challenge you guys to try it. And that is validation from spirit. It feels like every time I say something validating, my phone goes clink, clink, clink. The third thing that you guys can do is watch something funny or listen to something funny. Comedy. Anything that makes you feel happy. Anything, like TV is good in moderation. I have my moments when I binge watch Netflix, okay? I know a lot of spiritual people don't watch TV, don't drink coffee, yada, 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 but I'm not the average, spiritual person. I am the spiritual person living on Earth doing what Earthlings do, and we watch TV. That's all there is to it. We watch TV. I don't watch the news. But I like watching scary movies. I don't like bloody, gory, cut you open with chainsaw scary movies. I like, like scary boo kind of movies. And, I love to watch comedy. My husband is a movie buff. My living room has a gazillion movies in there. And so does my garage. But, I try to watch TV in moderation because, I don't want to be consumed with television, but I do enjoy watching television. So yeah, anything is good in moderation, just don't overdo it. I know that I just mentioned that TV's bad, but, if you're feeling low in vibration and you want to quickly raise your vibration, watch a comedy, something funny. Watch a comedian, talk about everyday life. It'll make you giggle, and that will just raise your vibration. The fourth thing that you guys can do, soak your feet in warm water. Yes, soak your feet in warm water. If you don't have one of those little foot baths that you plug in that vibrates and makes bubbles, put some warm water in a pot and put it in the living room, sit down and watch a comedy and soak your feet in the warm water. You can add some Epsom salt to that water. That Epsom salt will help detox a lot of things in your body. And also, I was going to say something and it just slipped my mind. Oh, don't use table salt. I've seen some people posting on some of the spiritual sites on Facebook that they were taking salt baths, and I seen them using table salt. I'm like, oh my God. No, you guys, don't use table salt. Table salt is toxic salt. Table salt's not even good salt to consume or eat. It doesn't even have the iodine in it anymore. If you guys eat salt, try black salt or Himalayan pink salt. Those salts are way, way, way more healthier for you than table salt. And bathing in salt, table salt is bad. Just don't use it. Just get rid of it. If you're going to take a bath, Epsom salt, Himalayan salt, black salt. I mean, there's so many other salts out there that are so healthy for you to bathe in and consume. Do your research. Do your due diligence. Do your research, okay? Also, give me 1 second. Also, you guys, you can add a few drops of your favorite essential oil. Make sure that they're oils that are safe for your skin, okay? I had a friend that bought some oils, but they were oils that you burn in one of those oil burners, and it was like toxic. And they're not even really safe to burn, honestly, because I can smell the poison in them. But yeah, my friend had some of those oils, and she took a bath in it. And I was like, oh my God, how do you feel? That's not good. Because a warm bath opens up your pores, and her body just soaked in all of that poisonous bad oil that she was supposed to use in one of those candle burners that she probably shouldn't be using in the first place. But essential oils, you can use some in your candle burners as well, and they're a lot safer for you. But yeah, you can use a couple drops of your favorite essential oils. Lavender for relaxing, mint to open up your sinuses. Just depends on what you guys like and what works for you. Cedarwood for grounding. Again, it's what you guys like. Frankincense, you guys can use frankincense. I have so many oils in my little cabinet in my kitchen. So I mean, you guys could mix oils, use whatever you guys like. Just make sure that it's safe for your skin, for your body. Now, the act of soaking your feet will bring the energy down and away from your head. The goal is to bring the energy down and away from your crown chakra and into your body, which will ground you. Bathing will cleanse your aura and also ground you. Salt is notorious for healing the body. It holds one of the most purifying vibrations around. This is why we use it to neutralize energy in healing crystals. Immerse your body for at least minimum at least 20 minutes. If you guys are going to take an Epsom salt bath, okay, 20 minutes in warm water, or the warmest that your body can comfortably handle. If you're an adult, add 1 to 2 cups of salt to your bath, not table salt. Okay? Remember, table salt is toxic salt. You can add crystals. You can add them to your water. If you have selenite, just do not put the selenite in your bathtub. It will disintegrate. Selenite will just melt away into nothing. I didn't know that when I first started, collecting crystals. Until one day my selenite just disappeared. And it's because it just disintegrated. But yeah, you can put chunks of Himalayan rocks into your bath. You could put quartz crystal, amethyst, obsidian. You could put anything in your bathtub, just not selenite. You could put them around your bathtub. You can light candles. Set the mood, you guys. And for those of you out there that don't know, I make personalized salt baths, and I add the ingredients for your health, your healing, to give your energy, the cleansing that it needs. So if you guys are interested in a personalized salt bath, my email address is down below if you guys want more information. The next thing you guys can do, and I know this one is probably going to sound very funny, corny, or cliche for a lot of you, maybe not, but hug a tree. I remember at the beginning of my spiritual awakening, my mentor told me that I should hug trees. And I looked at her, and I gave her a look like, are you freaking serious? Like, seriously, only hippies hug trees. That was, again, my ego. But yeah, hug a tree, you guys. Take a big, deep breath, close your eyes, and just be with the earth, and put your arms around the tree. And allow, if my tongue would cooperate, and allow yourself to connect with Gaia, connect with Earth. This will charge you guys up. If you're not a tree hugger, then just lay your palms on the tree. If you feel funny and you live in the city and there's really not any trees around you, and the one and only tree is in one of those little small parks where everybody, gets together on their lunch break, and you just don't want to sit there hugging a tree looking like a weirdo, you could just sit next to it, sit underneath it, lay your hands on it, and just be in the moment and connect. And that will energize you. That will lift your vibration. Talking about lifting your vibration and energy, the next thing you guys can do is meditate. Meditation is wonderful for just about everything. And again, this is something that I thought was very cliche when I was at the beginning of my awakening. I thought meditating was for monks. Okay? I didn't see how meditation would help me. When I had panic attacks, I was told to meditate. When I was unbalanced, I was told to meditate. When I was grumpy, I was told to meditate. I was like, always being told to meditate. I'm like, how do you meditate when you're mad? How do you meditate? What does it even do for you when you're grumpy or out of balance? Or when life around me just doesn't seem like it's going the way it should be? I don't see how meditation is going to help that. And my mentor just told me, please try it. Please, for 1 week. Please just try it. So, I did. I went for the challenge, and I meditated for a week, but I couldn't meditate for as long as she does. When I first started, I started out at 5 minutes. And then 3 days later, I tried 10 minutes. 10 minutes felt like an hour. I think on the 7th day, I tried it for 15 minutes, and I felt like I was meditating all day long. It was so challenging when I first started, but it's not that hard, you guys. if you guys want to try meditating, really all you have to do is just find a quiet place, away from your cell phone, away from the TV, the radio, away from people. Find somewhere to sit upright, and either on the ground or in a comfortable chair with your feet on the ground, or if you're sitting on the ground, that's fine. You could do, there's so many different ways you can meditate. You could imagine that your feet have roots, kind of like a tree, and that you're anchoring them deep within the earth. And if you're doing that, you're going to want to breathe, like take big deep breaths and allow yourself to be balanced, okay? Or you can lay down and do the same thing. Or you could do what I did when I first started to meditate. I just sat on my bed and I crossed my legs, and I found a guided meditation on YouTube, and that's what I followed for the first week. Now, when I meditate, I do different meditations, just depending on how I feel. I let my spirit guide me now. But the other most easiest one that you guys can do is just find a place alone, a quiet place, and just be in the moment. That's a form of meditation, being in the moment. Go somewhere and sit by yourself without any people around you, nobody to bug you. And if you have children, you may have to do this at night when they're sleeping. Put away your cell phones, turn them off, and just sit and listen. What do you hear? Acknowledge what you hear around you. What do you smell? How does the air feel? Is it cold? Is it warm? Is it just right? And just be in the moment. Appreciate the moment. To me, that's the easiest form of meditation if you guys are just beginning and learning how to meditate. Guided meditation and being in the moment. As you get used to having a quiet moment and being in the moment, meditation will be something that you crave. So if you're having a bad day, or if there's people around you that are sucking the life force energy out of you, you will crave to walk away and sit somewhere quietly so you can close your eyes and focus on your breathing. Big, deep belly breaths. I promise you guys, meditating will become something you will want to do. I have another form of meditation that you guys can do. There's so many different ways that you guys can meditate. But you can also do a body scan. When you're sitting in the moment in your quiet little place, you could perform a body scan. And you do that by taking a big deep breath, sit in a comfortable position, and you begin to internally scan your full body by starting at your toes. What do your toes feel like? Are there any sensations in your toes? Do they feel hot? Do they feel cold? Are they tingly? Do they feel heavy? Just notice what you see or, perceive. And then you're going to move your way up through your legs, up through your pelvis, all the way up to your spine, going up towards your torso, up through to your head, down through your arms. You're just observing. That's all you're doing. You're just observing the way that your body feels in that moment. The goal is to be where you are physically. So you may want to walk around the room, and this is another form of meditation, of being in the moment. You can walk around the room and you can pick up objects, things that are in the room with you, and just notice how they feel. When you touch that object, what does it feel like? Okay? You can even run cold water over your hands or warm water over your hands, or rub it on your face. Notice what's going on in your body and what's going on in your environment. It may help to even list the things. So if I was to do it right now, okay, I'm right here in this moment talking to you guys, if I was to be in the moment of where I was at and I was to look out, I see a tree. I see a bird just landed on the tree branch. I see a bunch of toys in the yard that the kids left from playing yesterday. I see a red chair. The wind is blowing. There's a leaf branch stuck on the telephone wire, just blowing in the wind. See, this is me being in the moment. Now I feel the breeze on my arm, and I smell the fresh country air, and I smell a little bit of the river. So, that's just me being in the moment, here, where I'm at on my porch. It's a way to bring attention to the present moment. That is a great way to ground yourself. That's a great way to ground you to your body, to the here and now. So I think that's all I have for meditation, different meditations. The next thing you guys want to do, and this one's very important. This one I should have made number 1. Drink water. Water, water, water. Drink lots of water. Always have water with you. Water with lemon. Water with lime, because lemon and lime alkalize your body. And you want to have an alkalized body. The quantity of water that you guys drink will also be extremely important to you during the ascension process. The water that we drink allows the electrum to flow through your body, which is light lowered to a density as it enters the body mass. The more water that you guys drink, the easier it will be for the light energy to enter your body and to move through the physical body. It will rejuvenate all of the organs in your body. It will be wise during cellular transformation, during this ascension process, to drink a lot of water, at least a gallon a day. Just don't drink it all at once. I mean, I'm not even sure that you could drink it all at once, but even if you could, just don't, because you could do some damage by drinking a lot of water all at once. There was a radio show that was doing challenges a few years back, and I want to say it was in Florida. And if they drunk a gallon of water, whoever drank it the fastest would win money or whatever it was. Well, one of the ladies drank a whole gallon of water all at one time, and something really bad happened to her. Something really bad happened to her brain. It did something very horrible to her. I'm sure you guys could probably Google it and read about the story that they did on her. But yeah, just don't drink a gallon of water all at once. That's basically all I'm telling you guys. Just take it with you and drink it throughout the day. The additional water allows the light to move through your body faster. Light is an electrical force in our density, and the additional water assists the movement of the light. From your perspective, you're going to cleanse your body with additional fluids, which is a good thing. Okay, and it will help flush out toxins and all that good stuff. The additional water permits the light to move through your body as the prana brings new life into and through your body. In order for this ascension process or this awakening process to be as comfortable as possible. My ear is ringing. My right ear is ringing. So for this ascension process to be as comfortable as possible, you will need to keep your intake of water up. You're going to want to just keep that gallon of water with you guys and just drink it throughout the day. If you do not drink enough water, your body will attempt to retain fluid in order to ensue that the element flow within your system is maintained. So you want to just drink water. You don't want to retain fluid. You are literally washing away your old body. And I talked about this in one of my other videos. So drinking water is very, very important, and it will kind of make the ascension process be a little bit more easier. If you are experiencing a lot of pain in your body, a lot of headaches, a lot of joint pain, it's a possibility that you're not drinking enough water, okay? The next thing you guys want to do is eat healthy. Eat root vegetables. Anything that grows under the surface of the earth will help you connect with Earth's energies. It will help ground you. In the fall season and in winter, even in summer a little bit, I tend to make soups. But mostly in winter and fall, I make a lot of soups. And I use a lot of vegetables that are grounding vegetables. And I call it Gabbie's grounding stew. And it helps. Because in order for the vegetable to grow inside Earth, it has to have been entrained with the Earth's energy. And when it's entrained with the Earth's energy and you're consuming it, it's kind of like when you're walking outside and you're grounding in your barefoot. You're connecting with the energy of the Earth. Same thing. So here's some examples of grounding foods that you guys can eat. Potatoes, radishes, turnips, carrots, beets, sweet potatoes, onions. What else grows under the ground? My mind is blank. But there's so many other... what else? I was going to say pumpkins, but they don't grow underground. I don't know. If you guys can think of any more vegetables that grow underground. I even think some nuts grow... Maybe not. I thought there was probably one exotic nut that grows underground, but I could be wrong. If you guys can think of anything that grows under the ground, let me know. Write it down below. Eat it. It's good for you. It's grounding. The next thing you guys can do is utilize grounding stones. Anything you share the space with, a crystal or anything that you find that is from the earth. I find a lot of raw coal in my garden when I do gardening, and I collect them now. You have to entrain to match the frequency of that object. When it comes to a rock or a mineral or a crystal, they hold such a solid vibration that you're going to raise your frequency to match theirs. Okay? So keep grounding stones with you. Even if they're not special grounding crystals. For instance, I go down to the beach and I collect rocks that catch my attention. A lot of the times I pick up rocks and they'll have a face on it or a heart on it. And I'm called to see it, and I pick it up and I keep it. That's my grounding stone. I keep them with me. Sometimes I carry them with me, but if I'm not carrying them with me, I put them in my crafting room, and that room for me is my grounding space. And you can do that too. You can collect these rocks or things that you find outside. You know, if you're into sticks, twigs, or whatever you're into. And you want to create a grounding space, you guys can do that too. But yeah, so you want to keep these grounding stones with you. You could wear them. You can create jewelry and wear them. You can keep them in your pocket. You can wear them in your bra. I wear mine in my bra. I walk around all the time with a quartz crystal in my bra. I will not go to Walmart without a quartz crystal in my bra. Okay? And let's see, what else? What are some grounding stones? Clear quartz is a grounding stone. Smoky quartz. Obsidian is excellent. Red coral, onyx. Black tourmaline. That's a good one. Black tourmaline. Pyrite. I like pyrite. It's really pretty too. Black opal. Those are just a few examples. I mean, it doesn't have to be those. It could be literally anything that's from the earth. It could just be a regular beach rock. It could be anything, you guys. The next thing I want you guys to do is spend time around grounded people, grounded individuals. People are the same as colors, scents, or stones. They hold their own vibrations. Some people are more grounded than other people. Remember, your vibe attracts your tribe. I remember growing up and my parents didn't like certain people that I hung out with. I didn't understand it when I was younger. But now that I'm older, I totally understand it, because your vibe does attract your tribe. If you're hanging around grounded people, you will be a more grounded individual. If you're hanging around people that are very low vibrational, it will affect your energy and you will become a low vibrational person. Also, you guys, you can use colors to ground yourself. Colors are very, very powerful. They're a very powerful vibration. You can wear that color or visualize filling up your body with that color. The color that is used for grounding, most of the time, are neutral colors. Colors like red. Red is associated with the root chakra, which is the chakra that deals with grounding. You can also use colors like brown, black, green, just like colors that you see outside, yellows, neutral colors. All those are grounding colors. What else can you use? Scents, smells. Utilize scents. A scent, just like a stone or color or, anything else, it has a vibration. Everything has a vibration. When you have a certain scent around you, you are forced to entrain with that energy. I think the best way to use scents is when it comes to grounding, is to use essential oils. But you guys can use incense sticks or, anything that you like. Just make sure that it's natural, because I know people like to use those Glade plugins, and they smell amazing. They make your house smell fresh. But for me, I can't use them. When I do use them, they make me feel like I can go to your house if you have a Glade plugin plugged in. It may smell good, and I'll walk in and be like, your house smells good. But I can't sit in your house very long if you're using those, because they make my sinuses, I don't know, act up. I don't know. It just it will give me a sinus infection. I don't know why, but it will. It will even give me a bloody nose. The smell of it, after a while, it makes me feel like it's doing something really bad to my nose and my sinuses. I can actually smell the poison after a while. My husband likes to buy those Febreze sprays, and it drives me crazy because they all smell like poison to me. I can't take it. They make me feel very sick. I'll even get nauseous, or it'll give me a really bad wicked migraine. I don't know why. I just think it's because they have unnatural poisonous stuff in it, and I just can't. I know people that can't. They have to be very careful on what stuff they use when they're doing laundry, because they're that sensitive that even certain laundry detergents will make them either break out or give them a headache or make them feel very sick. So if you're using scents in your house, just make sure that they're natural. If you're using essential oils for grounding, some good essential oils for grounding would be vetiver. Vetiver is very earthy. I think it's very earthy. You can use myrrh, sandalwood. Sandalwood is another one that's very earthy. Patchouli is very earthy. You can use sage oil. I love sage oil. I love the way it smells. And frankincense is my favorite. I love frankincense. You can also use lavender. Lavender is very good. It's also good at helping you relax into your physical body. If you're one of those people that use Febreze to spray around your house, I challenge you guys to make your own oil spray. And it's very, very simple. You guys go to the store or shop online, go on Amazon if you don't have any essential oils in your house, and just try sage oil, try frankincense oil, try lavender or mint. Mint is really, I love the way mint smells too. And you can make your own oil spray. And the best way to do this is by getting a spray bottle, and a glass bottle is better than a plastic bottle. If you're going to use a plastic bottle, just make sure that it's BPA free. And so get yourself a spray bottle, fill it up with spring water, not tap water, but if tap water is all you have, then hey, that's all you have. You can use the tap water, but preferably spring water. And then you use a few drops of your favorite essential oil that you guys picked, and you can even add a grounding stone, or quartz crystal, any stone that you're drawn to. Shake it up and spray your house. And it's safe enough that you can even spray your body with it. Just make sure that it's something that you guys like, because I made a sandalwood spray and I didn't like the smell. I mean, I'll use it for spraying a space that I feel is low in vibration, but it's not one of my favorite scents. I really, 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 really like the sage oil. It really smells amazing. What else can you guys do to ground yourself? Sounds. Using sound to stimulate your root chakra. That's a good one. Certain crystal bowls or metal bowls or alchemy bowls have been designed so that the sound that they emit stimulates and balances your root chakra. This grounds you. I know a lot of people tend to listen to music when they're in certain moods. So if they're in a happy mood, they listen to certain music. Or if they're if they're in a grumpy mood, they listen to certain music. And if they're in a sad mood, they listen to certain music. And that music stimulates your energy. So if you want to ground yourself, you want to listen to music that makes you happy, no matter what it is. Don't listen to the spiritual community, their stigmatisms of what you can and can't listen to. Don't let ego get in your way. If you like heavy metal and that makes you happy, then listen to heavy metal. But if you're just looking for a simple way to ground yourself, you guys, binaural beats. I love listening to binaural beats, binaural rhythms. I find a lot of them on YouTube for free. And you can just go to YouTube and, put that in the search area and, scroll through all of them. There's so many of them. And you just pick the one that resonates for you. What else can you do? You can also listen to your own voice to ground yourself. It's called toning. You can even record yourself and just play it back and listen to yourself. You can hum to yourself. Humming, going high and low, it could stimulate your root chakra. That's a great way to ground yourself. I did that in one of my other videos where I hummed and I went high and I went low, and I hummed until I felt the vibration in my root chakra area. You guys can try that and see if that works for you guys. Let me see. I think that's all I have for you guys. I guess the most important thing to keep in mind is that not every tip that I talked about today will work for every single person. Maybe every tip will work, or only maybe one thing will work for you guys. So what grounds me may not ground you. So keep trying different techniques or a combination of the techniques that I mentioned today until you find what's most helpful for you guys. I'm just sharing with you guys the grounding tips and techniques that I practice, that I use or have used in the past. You know, these tips, these notes are only guidelines to aid you on your spiritual path. So, you know, I'm here to help you guys, you know, as we all go through this amazing ascension, because we're all going through it, where we are making cosmic history. Again, validation from spirit. I just want to thank everybody for listening to this video today, and please share below what tips work for you. If there's anything that I didn't list, please let us know how you ground yourself. I'm really curious. If any of you guys are interested, I do make personalized grounding sprays. I also make personalized salt baths. All of my information is down below in the description area. My email address is down there. If you're interested in a numerology reading or a card reading, again, all of my information is down below in the description area. touched.by.11.angels@gmail.com. If you would like to donate a karmic currency to help support my channel, my PayPal information is down below. I use PayPal and I use Cash App. I also accept time donations. And for those of you that don't know what a time donation is, it's you using your time to write me a letter or draw me a picture. And if you have children, you can have your children draw me a picture. I love pictures. I love letters. And you send it to me the good old-fashioned way, snail mail. My address is down below in the description area. I love all of you guys. I want to thank you guys for listening and tuning in. Sending you lots of love and healing light. Mwah.